it's Kylie from OkieGirlBling'n'Things.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make the thermal stitch. So I have a swatch here that I made of the thermal stitch, minus the ends being woven, because who wants to take the time to weave in ends if you're like me? Is there anybody that's like me that just almost despises weaving in the ends? Because I don't like it, so a lot of times I'll leave them to the very last point. But anyway, so this is the thermal stitch. You can see it right here, how thick of a stitch it is. It is the perfect stitch for blankets and scarves. Or if you need pot holders, maybe to sit on your kitchen counter, to maybe put your hot pots on with a cotton yarn or something, this would be perfect too. Okay, so to crochet the thermal stitch, all you need to know is how to single crochet, and you also need to know the difference between the front loop and the back loop of your work. So I will explain this a little bit in the video, but if you don't know how to single crochet or maybe how to chain or make a slip stitch, if you don't know how to do that, I'll put the videos down below so you know your very basics and can get a start there, so this video won't be confusing to you. So and if you already know that, then let's just go ahead and jump right into it and get started. So to get started, I just have a hook and some worsted weight yarn. This is a eye hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter hook, and it is a furls crochet hook if any of y'all are wondering. And I have just a worsted weight yarn, which you can do with any yarn with corresponding hook size. So to get started, I'm just going to make a slip knot like so, like that. Okay, so once I have my slip knot on, I'm going to chain however many stitches you would like. Just simply make a chain. I'm going to do probably about 15 stitches. So here's my 15 stitches, and the very first row is going to be worked just like a row of regular single crochet. So in the second stitch from your hook, which is right here, I am going to work a single crochet, which is insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops on hook, pull through both loops, and that is basically what you're going to do all the way across. Insert the next stitch, pull up a loop, 2 loops on hook, pull your yarn through both loops, and that's a single crochet. So I'm going to just work a regular single crochet at each stitch down. Okay, so here's my first row of single crochet. And this is what it looks like, just a regular row of single crochet. So row 2 is where you're going to start a little bit different than row 1. So you're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Okay, and for row 2, instead of going through a regular single crochet, would be worked through both the front and back loop under the stitch. But for the thermal stitch, we're going to be working only in the back loop. So to work in the back loop, it's the loop farthest from you. So this is your front loop, this is your back loop. So to do the back loop, I want to insert just under the back loop, pull up your yarn, and then work like a regular single crochet. So you're going to work a single crochet, but in the back loop only. So the next one, the back loop, pull up your yarn, 2 loops, pull through both. So that's all you're going to do for row 2, is work your single crochets in the back loop only. And you're going to repeat that all the way down. So there is row 2 finished, and that's what it looked like. So you see all of the front loops of these that have not been worked in, because we worked in the back loops only. So there's all the front loops. So for row 3, this is where the thermal stitch is really going to start taking place and taking shape. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Okay, so now these we're going to work in the back loop again of this row, and the back loop only, leaving the front loops open. And you'll see here what we're going to do is, you see these front loops from the previous row, they're now facing the back now that we've turned. So for the first single crochet, I'm going to put my hook in the back loop of that first stitch. But I'm going to go ahead and go down and grab that loop, that front loop from the previous row that we didn't work in, and insert my hook into it too. And then I'm going to pull the yarn through both of those loops, add 2 loops on my hook, and then finish my single crochet. So that is how, it's like you're doing 2 rows at the same time. So I'll show y'all again. I have the back loop. I'm going to insert my hook in the back loop. And then go down and grab that other loop from the previous row. And pull through both of them. And then yarn over and pull through both those loops. And that is how you do the thermal stitch. So I'm going to go through the back loop. And insert my hook down and grab that other unworked loop. Pull through both. Pull through. So back loop. Grab the other stitch down there it's not worked in. Pull through both. So, and that is basically all there is to the thermal stitch. So it's real easy. Just keep grabbing that back loop down there. So you're just inserting for the back loop only, and then grabbing that loop down there below that you didn't work the previous row, and grabbing it too. So it pulls it and makes this thicker stitch. And that is all there is to crocheting the thermal stitch. Every row after this, you'll work the exact same way. And I'm fixing to start another row, so I'll show y'all again just to make sure, like so. And you can do the same thing with double crochet or half double crochet stitches and work it the exact same way. So there, I finished that row. And you can see how this row right here, how it looks a little fatter. You want to say, or a little thicker than the other rows, than the bottom row. So, okay, so to continue on for the next row, I'll just chain 1, turn it, and you're going to work it the same way. There's our back loop and the loop of our previous stitch that wasn't working. Pull through both of those. Pull through. See it again. Back loop. The loop on the previous row down below, like so. So that's all there is to crocheting the thermal stitch. You just repeat that for however many rows that you need. You know, remember you can make as many stitches long or as short as you need, and just repeat that process and make it as big as you need it. And I will grab my swatch here that I made and show y'all real quick. So when you finish, your edge will look like this. And what they do is this right here where you have your 2 loops on top and then this back loop, that is referred to as the wrong side. Flip it over, this is your right side. So if that's how you're wondering how you end it, you just end it the same way that the last row is the exact same as the rows down here. And that is just referred to as your wrong side, while this is your right side. And I hope y'all guys enjoyed that tutorial. If you did, be sure to click subscribe and go check out my YouTube channel for all my other free stitch tutorials and crochet patterns. And happy crocheting, guys!